Welcome to the Bookkeeping for Farmers using QuickBooks video series. This video was developed by the Center for Land-Based Learning with funding and support from California FarmLink and USDA Risk Management Agency. In this video, we will talk about how to reconcile a bank account in QuickBooks. What is reconciliation? When you reconcile your checking account, you check all your transactions entered in QuickBooks in a specific period of time. You reconcile monthly against your latest bank statement, which provides you with a beginning and an ending bank balance. You make sure that all your deposits have been entered in QuickBooks, that all your payments have been recorded in QuickBooks, like checks, debits, and online payments. In the end, the most important thing is that your QuickBooks register balance is accurate and matches the bank statement end balance. Usually, during reconciliation, we catch mistakes that we have made entering transactions, like entering the wrong amount, entering a transaction twice, or forgetting to enter a transaction. Rarely, but it has happened, you might find mistakes made by the bank. Why reconcile? When you reconcile your checking account, you prove, reconcile means to prove, that the transactions entered in QuickBooks also went through the bank. Reconciling is the most important thing you can do to ensure that your books are accurate. You timely catch and fix mistakes that you or the bank might have made. If you have a bookkeeper, this is the single most important thing you can do to review your bookkeeper. In an audit, you use your reconciliation report as a record to the IRS to prove that you have not misrepresented your business income or expenses. To get to the reconciliation window, from the menu bar, select Banking Reconcile, or on the toolbar, click Reconcile. Once you're in the reconciliation window, make sure you are in the correct account. Enter the date of the statement. Check that your beginning balance matches the statement beginning balance. Enter the ending balance from the bank statement. Enter any service charges or interest earned for this statement period. Match all the deposits on the bank statement with the deposits entered in QuickBooks. Check them off as you go. Match all the payments on the bank statement with the payments entered in QuickBooks. Check them off as you go. To get to the reconciliation window, go to the menu bar, select Banking Reconcile. Or on the toolbar, click on Reconcile. Okay, I've changed to a larger screen so we have room to see the bank statement and the reconciliation window side by side. First, let's familiarize ourselves with the bank statement. Here's the statement end date. Here's the beginning balance. Here's the end balance. The total credits, the deposits to your bank account, are here. And the total debits, the payments out of your bank account, are here. Here's the list of deposits made into your bank account. Here's the list of other credits or online deposits into your bank account. Here are the checks paid out of your bank account in numerical order 101, 102, 103. And here are other debits. In the reconciliation window, enter the information from the bank statement here. Back to the smaller screen so you can see better. First, make sure you're reconciling the correct account in QuickBooks, Business Checking. Enter the date given on the bank statement, 12/31/19. Check to make sure the QuickBooks beginning balance matches the bank beginning balance. And you can't see the statement here, but it does, $1,555.50. Enter the ending statement balance, which was $2,159.87. Enter the service charges that are assessed on your checking account, if you have any. We have a $5 fee. Enter the amount, the date on which this fee was assessed. Enter the correct expense account these fees are associated with. Here it is 5010 bank charges. and any interest you might have earned, but usually business checking accounts don't earn interest. Click OK. You can always access this window again by clicking on any of these amounts at the bottom, and it brings you back here. Back to the side-by-side screen. Now match each deposit on the bank statement to the deposits in this window. Check them off one at a time. I start with the first one. I have a deposit for $398.75. Can I also find it in QuickBooks? Yes, here it is. Check it off here, and check it off here. Next, have a deposit for $669.50. Can I also find it in QuickBooks? Yes, here it is. Check it off here, and check it off here. $610. Is it here? Yes. Check it off here, check it off here. Other credits, Tractor Supply, remember that was a refund for $67 on 12/30. Do I have it in QuickBooks? Yes, I do. Check it off, check it off. The amounts that I've checked off add up to $1,745.25. Do they add up to the deposits on the bank statement? Yes, they match. 4 credits adding up to the same amount. I can move on to payments. Now match each payment on the bank statement to the payments in the reconciliation window. Check them off one at a time. Let's start with checks. I have a check number 101 for $600. Is it also here in QuickBooks? Yes, here it is. I check it off here, and I check it off here. Check number 102 and 103 for $20 and $54.22 respectively. Yes, they're here. Check them off there and check them off here. Now debits. Chevron, 75. Here it is. Check it off. Seeds for Change, $174.99. Here and here. Valley Feed Store on 12/19 for $18.99. I can't find it in here. I must have forgotten to enter it. I looked through my receipts and I find it. It was a debit card purchase for a chicken feeder. To enter a new transaction, click on Checks. Enter as you have before. This was on 12/19/19. Valley Feed Store, $18.99. Supplies, chicken feeder. Save. Now it appears in the reconciliation window and I can check it off. This is one of the reasons why you need to reconcile monthly. You make sure that your books are accurate regularly. Let's continue reconciling. Valley Feed Store, $125.68. Here it is. Check it off. Tractor Supply, $67. Check it off. And a maintenance charge of $5, which we have already entered here. I have a difference of 18 cents. I wonder why. This is where you go back and check all your entries carefully. But I will tell you now to save time where this discrepancy comes from. I've entered the Valley Feed Store receipt as $125.86, when in reality it was $125.68. I go in and fix it. Double click. 68. Save. Reconcile. And now we have a difference of 0. Notice that we're left with unchecked transactions. Here and here. This is because most of these transactions have occurred after the statement closing date, in January and not in December. Note that check number 100 has been issued well within the statement period, but, as it happens sometimes with checks, it has not been cashed yet. That is, it has not gone through the bank account yet. CCOF could be holding the check, or it could have been lost in the mail. We need to call to find out. Okay, we've checked everything off the bank statement here. Now we need to finish reconciling. Let's go back to the smaller window. The total credits amount on the bank statement matches the reconciled amount in the reconciliation window, here. The total debits amount on the bank statement matches the reconciled amount in the reconciliation window, here. The cleared balance matches the statement end balance, here, and we have a difference of 0. We are ready to click on Reconcile and print a reconciliation report. Select Detail, and done. This is the reconciliation report that you're going to print out, and you're going to staple the reconciliation report to the bank statement and file it with your records. This was a simple reconciliation to show you how it's done. There were only a handful of transactions in this mock reconciliation. Imagine what it will be like with hundreds of transactions when you're a thriving small farm. The reconciliation window makes reconciling easier, but imagine how messy it would be if you didn't do this every month. There would be many more transactions to look at and match up, mistakes would be harder to catch, and when you catch them, it will be harder to fix them. Okay, back to business checking. Remember that the statement end balance as of 12/31/19 was $2,159.87, while our register bank balance as of 12/31/19 is $1,009.87. The difference is that $250 check that has not yet been cashed. Why is our QuickBooks bank balance more useful? Because if you had just logged in online on December 31st to know your bank balance, you might have thought that you had more money in your bank account than you actually did. The next day, that outstanding check could be cashed and your bank balance would drop to the QuickBooks register balance. If you follow your QuickBooks register balance, and of course, if you have been religiously entering every transaction and reconciling monthly, then the QuickBooks balance gives you a much better idea of how much money you have on hand. This was the final video of the Basic Bookkeeping for Farmers video series. In the next series, we will tackle more advanced bookkeeping topics.